Everybody, I'm Tim Bulot, and welcome to another adventure in Training to Survive. This is episode 13 and 14 combined. So why are they combined? Let me give you an explanation real quick. So we went to re-edit episode 13, and it was a mess. Okay, remember these tapes are 25 years old. So I tried, did what I could to try to re-edit it and salvage it, and I finally just gave up. So what I did was just took a couple of parts from it, went right into 14, and so we're going to call this 13 and 14, just so when people go back and they scroll through the old episodes, they don't say, where's 13? We lost 13. Okay, so 13 and 14 are combined, and we've got some great stuff coming up for you tonight. Okay, so to kick things off, we're going to go with a segment on modern martial arts, where we visited Grandmaster Michael Park, and he put on an awesome seminar covering various concepts, theories, and principles of KaJuKenbo. Now, KaJuKenbo is a sister art to Kempo, whereas the founders were actually co-students together under Grandmaster Chow in Hawaii, and they both branched off to form their own systems. And the similarities are that they both have name techniques, and you'll see a lot of similarities between the name techniques in Kempo versus the name techniques in KaJuKenbo, and there's differences as well. So Michael Park has been a friend of mine for a long time, a mentor of mine for many years, as we're both tied to law enforcement, and he invited us out, and Training to Survive was there to cover this seminar, so we're going to come at you with that first. Okay, after that we're going to get into some segments back from 1996, where we're going to look at the gym with Brenda. She's going to do a shoulder workout, and then some kids techniques with Rodell Bird, working on sparring and various combinations for our kids out there. After that, on the mat with yours truly, Tim Bulot, as we get into some of our Training to Survive series back from 1996. We're going to go over prefixing Kempo techniques, okay, utilizing some of our concepts of Kempo to beef up our techniques and make them more practical for the street, okay? But before that, let's go through our announcements. So hang in there and let's get right to current events and announcements. Okay, coming up February 17th and 18th, Master Sean Kelly. Master Sean Kelly has not only been a student and a teacher of the art of Kempo for many decades now, but he's basically been an ambassador, bringing people together to share ideas and to promote the art in the most positive light. So he's organized this event, the Zen of Kempo, and this is not the first one. This is going on several years now, and it's coming up in February, and it's going to be out in Florida, and Training to Survive will be there. We were honored to be invited to this event by Master Kelly, and we plan on being there to cover this event. Melanie and I are going. We're bringing 2 of our DVX cameras with us to try to get some of the best coverage and best footage possible. And just check out the lineup for this event. We've got Bill Superfoot Wallace, Jeff Speakman, Rick Avery, Sean Kelly himself, Professor Mike Friedman, Josely Gonzalez, okay, and special guest Michael Lazarus, and then myself. Now, it's not certain yet whether I'm not actually going to be teaching or speaking at this event, as there are still some logistics to be worked out, and I was a last-minute invite. But if we do, we do, but if we don't, not important. Nevertheless, we're going to be covering it and bringing it to you to hopefully we can promote it for next year. Now, Mr. Kelly has an overarching theme for this event, and it's not just a bunch of instructors getting together to teach, my technique versus your technique. Mr. Kelly has really put a lot of emphasis into longevity, health, and fitness, and then using the martial arts as a vehicle to promote that. And that is going to be the overarching theme. For more information, go visit Sean Kelly's Facebook page or his website. And if you're interested in the seminar, just contact him for details on that. But anyway, Training to Survive, myself and Elena, we are really looking forward to going out there and meeting Mr. Kelly and participating in this event. And lastly, before we get into our show, I'd like to reach out and throw down a huge congratulations to my good friend and Kempo brother, Frank Soto. Frank Soto recently hosted Master Larry Tatum to his studio in Hermosillo, Mexico, where they conducted an awesome seminar that was live streamed out to over 100 participants, and through technology of the internet, that's awesome that we can do that. But as a major part of this event, the night before, Frank received his 9th degree black belt under Master Tatum, and he received it personally. That is a monumental achievement, and no better way to receive that recognition than to do it personally from your longtime instructor, in this case, Larry Tatum. Frank has been an example, and then some, of what a martial artist should be, as he has dedicated the majority of his life to promoting the martial arts, to helping others to excel in the martial arts, and we share that common bond, and we've become friends over the years. Frank was a big help to me when we filmed the movie El Negocio. We collaborate on other training ideas and so forth. I actually shot a 3 DVD / Blu-ray series entitled Vital Kempo with Frank, that we have that at our Bulot Media website, and we plan to do other things in the future. But anyway, big congratulations for Frank as he receives his kick, his birth of pain, to move him up to a well-deserved 9th degree black belt. Anyway, having said that, let's get right into the show. Let's head now to Plano, Texas. Let's visit with Grandmaster Michael Park. Let's check out KaJuKenbo.
Got you now! Come on!
Hi everybody, I'm Tim Bulot, the owner and the head instructor of the Academy of Kenpo Karate, located right here in Irving, Texas. Welcome to another edition of Training to Survive. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight, full of information on crime prevention, self-defense, and fitness. So get ready for it, and let's get started.
What's up, people? What's up, man? What's up, people? What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? What's up? Boom! What's up, man? What's up? Boom!
With new martial arts schools opening on every corner, how do you know which is right for you? The school you choose must teach practical, street-smart self-defense by a qualified instructor with actual street experience. Don't be fooled by imitations. Come to Tim Bulot's Academy of Kenpo Karate, the only school which teaches authentic American Kempo Karate based on today's dangerous environment. Learn practical self-defense from Tim Bulot, a 4th degree black belt and 15-year police veteran. You've always wanted to try the martial arts. Now's your chance. Don't wait. Call now.
All right, so we're up in Plano, Texas today with Master Michael Park. We just finished up an awesome seminar going over a variety of different aspects of KaJuKenbo. We worked on some grab attacks, a lot of punch attacks, finished up with a little bit of knife work. So Training to Survive was here. We got some great video for you. We're going to have that coming up on tonight's show.
Hello, I'm Michael Park. This is KaJuKenbo, and we're having a seminar today in Plano, Texas. We expect to cover rock, paper, scissors, 3 types of martial art, kickboxing, ground grappling, and joint lock and throwing. We may not get to all of that, but we hope to have a good time. And you're welcome to come to our class anytime. We meet every Monday and Wednesday after rush hour at 8 p.m. and some Saturdays. Thank you very much. I do believe martial art is like rock, paper, scissors. So I don't care if you're a kickboxing champion or a Muay Thai champion or a jiu-jitsu or a Brazilian grappling, all of those can be countered, okay? So the martial art comes down to the man or the woman and how well you study, how well you practice correctly. A lot of people practice, but they don't practice correctly. They may see it correct in class, but when it's time to practice on their own, they don't practice correctly. So that's a problem. So to be successful, you need to study with the best teacher you can find or available to you. You need to practice correctly. You need to stress test your techniques. And you need to repeat often, okay? The stress test can come in cleverly designed drills or in a competition or with all the lights turned off and a lot of music going on loud, any kind of thing that puts you in stress. I can make you run up and down the mat for 100 times and then when you do the technique, then you'll be in stress. We don't punch like this. We don't punch like this. We don't have piston punches. We have a few here and there, and most of us grew up with some form of karate before we found KaJuKenbo or Kempo. So now and then these piston punches will show up. I saw a movie the other night. Please. Here. My hands are in front. If I want to hit him, I'm going to hit him. If I want to hit him, I'm going to hit him. But these guys were doing this in the movie, you know. If I drew back like this on John, he'd be in mesquite before I could hit him because it takes too long. So first off, let's look at our stance. A riding stance is good for a couple of things. I can lean back from a kick. I can lift my leg for a kick, or I can lean back for a punch. But if someone keeps coming, I might be in trouble here unless I skip out of the way, or unless I step out of the way, or unless I tin con out of the way. A side riding stance is good for a side punch, but it's not good for kicking. It's good for a defensive side kick if I turn like this and kick, but it's not very good for kicking with the rear leg because you got to make too many changes on your footwork and your balance and so forth. If I start from here, the only one that I know of that can do a jump front kick from here is Grandmaster Jerry Wright right there. Actually, I saw him do one from about here, and they haven't found the guy yet. But anyway, when I step behind, I'm going to bring his arms up. See, if I initiate the motion from a proper distance, he has to block or leave town. Or he can jam, but that still doesn't put me in a bad position. So we go from here. I do a little rope-a-dope. Why do I do that? Because you might need this. So you might need that. Everybody understand? Bring him up and kick, right? Thank you. Let's do that real quick. Move. Just twist. More shoulder. Just John. Leave it out this time. Thank you. I'm going to pop that lead hand down. Now this other hand's coming. Go ahead. And I'm covering and punching. So you can't just go like this, right? But we can off-step a little bit and make him have to travel a little bit further for that punch. but you still want to block out of abundance of caution. Okay, go back. I want to pause momentarily and talk about these students. Most of these guys are adults, and they didn't start martial art till they were almost grown. Unlike some of us old guys in here started when I was 15, and I think some of you probably started younger. So I give them a lot of credit for sticking with it. They come to class every time we have a class, and Drew is probably the champion in that. Raise your foot. Yeah, Drew comes to every single class, and he serves as my uke or demonstrator, and he helps everybody else. He's also kind of a technical advisor. Jose comes to class when he can, but he also runs a school in Denton, right?
Denton and also in Louisville.
Denton and Louisville. So anyway, I'm proud of these guys. They're progressing nicely. Let's go to the most common punch thrown, and that is a rage punch. You lead here, and you punch like this. 1, 2. Sometimes they turn their hand this way, sometimes the hand is this way, and sometimes the hand is just slop, or you could just slap. Just come here, slap. You could punch this way with the lead foot forward, but it doesn't have much power. It's got a lot of power, but it doesn't have as much as bringing it across your hip to this other side. So that's called a rage punch, okay? So we don't block on this hinge. We block on this part of the arm. See where my gi is still covering my elbow? This is where we block. So punch again. See, that doesn't bend from here to here. But even that could come through, so we like to use what we call an 11 block. He's coming, and a block here, or a block here. Again, or a block and punish at the same time. Again, or knock him out if I can on the brachial thumb right here. And then we pass this arm. Pass it so his left punch is further away, see? And then we'll follow up with that. So let's start with pairing up and do all what I just did, and then we'll carry it further. Keep this. First kick, here. Second kick, our first kick, here, turn your face towards the mat. Or I'll turn it for you. And then we have locks. We have locks like this. We have locks like this. If he sits up from this position, sometime today, sit up, put your hands behind you to hold yourself. See what he did with his hands? I'm stepping on his hands and leaning back and just fall right here. Okay? Up. Slow. What does he want to do at this spot? He wants to stand up. And I help him a little bit. Up. So if they're dues paying members, I hit them right here. Otherwise, what did we talk about earlier, right? Yes, sir. So what do we call that? Icebreaker. Icebreaker. You're the ice, I'm the breaker. Okay? Not fast. That work?
Yes, sir.
Switch.
Yes, sir.
What's it called?
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker. I learn something every time. Did he do it exactly the way I did it?
No, sir. Not exactly, sir. I am pro.
Try again. Thank you. About each other. That's all. This should come from here, not here. It should come from here. Like that. Okay, again. Above the ear, not down here, not down here. Now you could bring him here, especially with pressure points, but he might not have a neck. Some of these guys. You could bring him here, but this has more leverage. Where the head goes, the body goes. And I know some of you Aiki Jiu-Jitsu people know what I'm talking about. So I bring him, I open the gate and bring him. Again, what does he want to do?
Stand up.
Right, before he gets there, I hit him with this tiger mouth in the neck. Let's try that, please. Thank you. Come on out, please. Good. Up. Drew, by yourself, show us the cross-out and cover, please. Faster. All right. So when we cross out and cover, we cross out on the X angle, 45-degree angle. Some schools back straight up, and then if they think about it, they'll check. But in my view, that's too late to check. What is he checking for? Other bad guys like y'all, right? So we're right here. He just got through hitting me, and so make a fist. That's what you hit with. So before I kick him out of the school, he's going to cross out and cover. So he's going to watch his six go that way. So look, this is kind of like the Heisman Trophy right here. You know, he doesn't know who's behind him. So when he's stepping over, do it again. When he's stepping over, he's assuming someone is there. He quickly checks his six. I've already got this. If nobody's there, I'm back online. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes instead of what I call a rage punch, it's really a right cross. Here's a rage. A right cross is a little more direct. They may bring this arm up and punch like that, or they just may punch from here. So come really slow with that. So it's a little harder for me to step in here and block that. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
So instead of the usual step in, I'm going to step over here with my 11. So I'm a little bit out of range. I got a little more leverage, okay? I'm still going to punish him. Then I'm going to come inside and bring him down. Up. Punch the other hand. See this block for the other hand? It's coming. So, uh-oh, that's not going to work, is it?
Yes, sir.
This is not going to work. This might work if you got it up in time, but it's kind of tight because he's coming at an angle that can escape that. So here's the block for that. Back to here, back to here, back to here, back to here. Okay? Up. So you were able to pull Jose down with not much effort, right? You're not dragging him, are you?
That felt like a drag, honestly, sir.
A little bit of a drag. Let's do it again. Come back, come back. So technically, a little bit off.
Yes, sir.
Get out of the way here. All right, slow. Step. Try again, please.
Yes, sir.
This is not a head drag. Good. Up.
With new martial arts schools opening on every corner, how do you know which is right for you? The school you choose must teach practical, street-smart self-defense by a qualified instructor with actual street experience. Don't be fooled by imitations. Come to Tim Bulot's Academy of Kenpo Karate. the only school which teaches authentic American Kempo Karate based on today's dangerous environment. Learn practical self-defense from Tim Bulot, a 4th degree black belt and 15-year police veteran. You've always wanted to try the martial arts. Now's your chance. Don't wait. Call now.
Hi, my name is Brenda White. I'm an instructor here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate, and today's workout segment is going to be on shoulders. And Amy, who is a student here at the Academy, she's going to be helping me. We're going to start out with dumbbell presses. Amy, if you'll grab those dumbbells for me. Okay, you're going to turn around just a little bit there. Okay, I want you to go for, let's do 4 today, okay? Now I'm going to spot Amy from here. Why don't we start with straight dumbbell presses, okay? Now Amy's going to go straight up and she's going to come down parallel, okay? She's going to keep her grip a little bit wider. Can you feel that more now? Okay, and take it up, give me 2. Okay, now bring it in just a little bit, okay? And Amy knows not to lock out because if she locks out, that's going to hurt her joints. You're doing pretty good there. All right, and give me 1 more. Okay, now I want you to do one that's going to be incorrect. Go all the way down lower than parallel. Now you don't want to do that because that takes the pressure off of your shoulders, okay? And you want to keep constant pressure there. So you want to keep it parallel. Okay, now what Amy was doing before, she was doing alternating. Let's see the alternating again, Amy. You can do it this way also, okay? This is more isolation where she's concentrating on one shoulder muscle each time, okay? That's pretty good. That was a dumbbell press. Why don't you drop that for me, Amy? And what we're going to do now is called front lateral raises. Now that works the front of your shoulders. Amy has very good shoulders. So what we want to do now, you want to bend your knees for this, okay, because it makes you more stable, okay? Why don't you give me 4, Amy? Take it up. Now Amy's got a little bit of a bend in her elbow because she knows that if she locks out her joints, that's going to hurt. Now take it up and we're going to go about right there. Take it down. Now give me 2 more. Okay, now give me one where you're actually resting on your thigh. She doesn't want to do that because that takes the pressure off of her shoulders. Now bring it up. Give me one where you go way above parallel. And she doesn't want to do that either because that also takes the pressure off of her shoulders. Want to take that down for me? Okay, now Amy's going to immediately go into what we call rear lateral raises, where she's concentrating on her rear shoulder muscles. Okay, bend your knees for me, Amy. That'll make you more stable and more comfortable. Okay, why don't you give me 4? Okay, Amy has very good form. She's keeping her arms in and she's not flying away like a bird because if you put your arms out too wide, that takes the pressure off of your shoulders and you want to bend just a little bit more for me, Amy. Okay, now when I was saying before about flying like a bird, give me one where your arms are way out, Amy. Now this is an incorrect one. Okay, that'll hurt your shoulders also, so you want to keep it close. Give me 1 more. Okay, that's pretty good. You want to drop that for me? Okay, let's do a quick review of what we did today. Okay, we started with dumbbell presses. Why don't you give me 2, Amy? Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, now if you work your shoulder muscles, ladies, why don't you drop that for me, Amy, and we'll move on. If you work your shoulder muscles, that gives you the illusion of having a really tiny waist if you have nice shoulders. So keep that in mind when you're doing shoulders. Okay, why don't you grab those plates for me? Okay, and stand up there. Give me 2. This is front lateral raises. And give me 1 more. Okay, immediately give me 2 for rear lateral raises. Okay, and give me 1 more. Okay, now this time I want you to lower your body. Lower it. There you go. Now give me 1 more. Now this is a good rep here. Okay? She keeps her body parallel. I know, that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you drop that for me?
Okay.
Okay. And you can have a seat there. Okay, now Amy does work shoulders because she wants to keep in shape. She wants to have a good build. She wants that illusion of having that, you know, beautiful, tiny waist, nice shoulders. But Amy's also a student here, and she knows that if she works her shoulders, that when she does her upward blocks, that's going to put more power into her upward blocks. She knows that. Or when she does her vertical outward blocks, that's going to put a lot more power in there. Okay? Now we want to remember that this is a beginner's workout. We want to stick with 2 sets of 15 reps on everything that we did today. This has been a shoulders workout with Amy and Brenda. I hope you enjoyed it.
With new martial arts schools opening on every corner, how do you know which is right for you? The school you choose must teach practical, street-smart self-defense by a qualified instructor with actual street experience. Don't be fooled by imitations. Come to Tim Bulot's Academy of Kenpo Karate, the only school which teaches authentic American Kempo Karate based on today's dangerous environment. Learn practical self-defense from Tim Bulot, a 4th-degree black belt and 15-year police veteran. You've always wanted to try the martial arts. Now's your chance. Don't wait. Call now.
Hello, my name is Del Burr. Welcome to the show. I'm the children's coordinator here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate, and we're going to be showing you how we train our children to take one technique and then build up their responses to an incoming attack so that they're able to respond to it properly. Miles, why don't you jump on up here, sir? Okay, let's start off with the laid sword. Okay, I'm going to grab him. Let's just go by the numbers for this right now. I know you know this technique real well, so just go ahead and relax. Start from a natural stance. There you go. I'm going to grab. Okay, step back and block it. Good kick and chop. Good. Ready? Let's speed it up again. So I grab, step back, block, kick, chop. Good. Let's go through it at full speed here. Ready? Grab. Go. Good. Now ki at the end. All right, Miles? Here we go. Grab. Good. Ready? And grab. Good. You can make a little contact there and grab. Good. All right. Now I'm going to grab, and then you're going to do your technique. Go ahead. Good. Right from there, I'm coming in with a left hook punch. Block it. Good. And throw it in there. Ready? So we're going to delayed sword. And what's the other technique called, Miles? Sword of destruction. There you go. Okay, you ready? So I grab. Good. And punch. Good. All right. Ready? Grab. That's punch. Good. Okay, let's snap those out really fast at street speed. You ready? Here we go. That's good. And try it again, okay? Just relax and stay calm when we go through it, all right? Good. Ready? And go. Good. Good. You know why you got that time? Because you didn't try to move too fast. You try to move too fast, you'll kind of screw yourself up, won't you? Come on in. Ready? And we grab. Good. One more time. Real good. Here we go. Good. Excellent. Good job, Miles, and have a seat. Amanda, why don't you come on and join us, okay? Amanda's going to work with us, okay? And let's try some of yours, okay? Let's start with raining claw, okay? So I'm going to, let's start with shielding hammer. We'll add raining claw to the end, okay? So I'm going to throw a left hook punch, step back and block. Good. Rake and elbow. Good. Ready? So 1, 2, and 3. Good. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And let's speed that up a little bit. Ready? Here we come. Good job. Ready? Here we go. Good. And one more time. Good. All right. Now let's try raining claw. Uppercut comes, step back and block. Raining claw. Boom. And there goes the back knuckle. Ready? Uppercut. Boom. Good. Like that forward bow. Good forward bow, good stance work. Okay? Let's try them in combination. You ready? The attacks are coming fast and furious. Think you can keep up with them? I bet you can. Ready? Here we go. Good. And good. There you go. Okay? Don't hesitate in the claw. Just let it feed on through. You ready? Here we go. Good. And punch. Good. Ready. Here we go.
Jab.
Good.
Jab.
Good. One more time.
Jab.
Good. And
Jab.
good. Excellent. Excellent. Good work, guys. Miles, why don't you come on in and join us? Okay, come on up, man. Stay up with us. All right, let's do some spontaneous combinations for sparring, okay? Right side forward. You can try these on this Friday sparring class, see how these work out for you, okay? First what we're going to do is we're going to drag forward, do a push drag forward with a back knuckle, okay? With a quick back knuckle. Ready, and move. Good, drag back. Move, and drag back. Move, and drag back. Good, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to give me a back knuckle, forward bow punch, okay? Forward bow punch, all right? Back knuckle, forward bow punch. Ready, and 1, back knuckle, 2, forward bow punch. Good job. Okay, we're going to let it be a horizontal for right now, okay? That's a vertical and that's a good punch, but right now we want a horizontal. Ready, and 1, 2, good. Ready, 1, 2, good. 1, 2, good. 1, 2, good. And Amanda, you continue to do that in the air, and let's work with Miles here. Ready, and 1, 2, good. Ready, 1, 2, good. Ready, Amanda's turn. Ready, and 1, 2, good. Ready, 1, 2, good. And back to your neutral bow. Both hands up. Good. Ready, 1, 2, good. And back to your neutral. 1, 2, good. And back to your neutral. Good. Now let's add something to that, all right? Good little sparring combination here. So we go 1, back knuckle. Do this with me. Good. 2, forward bow punch. 3, we're going to do a hook punch. Make sure you keep that elbow up when the hook comes around. Good. Ready again. 1, 2, 3. Good neutral here. Use this neutral coming from your forward to your neutral to give what? Good what?
Power.
Good power to your punch. Boom, when it comes around. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Good. Ready. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Ready. You ready, Miles?
Sir.
I don't know. You sure you're ready? You handle this? Good. Good loud kia on that hook punch. Ready, and 1, 2, 3. Good. Ready. 1 and 2 on this pad. 1, 2, 3. Good. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Good. Amanda, here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Good. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Good. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Good. All right. Let's do one more thing to our combination. Let's add a little kick in here, okay? And we're going to give each of you guys a different kick to add in there so that you have a little variety that you can do, okay? So for Miles, I want 1, 2, 3. Hook punch, okay? And then let's do a step through roundhouse kick to finish it off, okay? Amanda, we're going to let you do 1, 2, 3, and then a drag up side kick to finish off the technique. Okay, does everybody have it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's try you off first, Miles. Nice and slow. Ready? And here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right. And Amanda, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right. Ready to fire it out. Ready? When I say move, all 3 moves, okay? Ready? Here we go. Ready? And move.
Yeah.
Good. Ready? Move.
Yeah.
Good. Ready? Move.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Amanda, ready? And move.
Yeah.
Good. Ready? Move.
Yeah.
Good. Ready? Move.
Yeah.
Good. And one more time. Ready? Move.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, good. Excellent. Excellent. Way to go. You find using those combinations are a lot better than just throwing one punch, and one kick, okay? Throwing combinations. Good. Bow. And close. Thank you both. Okay, and that'll conclude our segment on combination sparring. Thank Amanda and Miles, and see you on our next show.
Okay, now to start things out, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the techniques that from yellow and orange belt, and like I said, we're not going to spend a lot of time to teach you the technique. I'll just kind of review it real quick so you know which one we're referring to, and then we're going to start out by prefixing the technique. Now, what we do when we prefix is we add a strike or a move to the beginning, perhaps to soften up your opponent or to set up the technique to give assistance in the application of the technique. And now when you prefix, I get asked, well, how do I know what strike to use? The students at my school, they get a card that has all their basic strikes, kicks, punches, and so forth for yellow, orange, and purple as they go along. Well, this is your arsenal, okay? You can formulate these things out by looking at these belt rank cards, figuring out which basics you've been taught and which basics you know, and then find a place to put them in, okay? And this is a fun way to work your technique. So you're not just doing the technique by the book, but you're adding something to the beginning. Like I said, it's a really good way to soften up your opponent before you actually apply the technique. So it acts as a distraction technique. The prefix will change the thought process of the opponent, and it will ease in the application. Now, we learned a technique in yellow belt for a two-hand lapel grab where I pin the hands, I scrape the foot, rake, buckle the arms, elbow, and elbow. Okay, now Billy's going to come on in, and we're going to prefix this technique. Okay, and I'm just going to use one basic, and then we'll use two. But I'm going to start out with a punch. So say, Billy, go ahead. And he's got the grab here, all right, and perhaps he's really tight, and he's really stiff and so forth, and you know, he's maybe pushing me around, and I need to soften him up a little bit so I can take and just punch right into the solar plexus, softens him up. Look how I kind of elongated his arms here. Makes a real nice target as I come around. Rake the face, buckle the arms, slip the elbow, okay? Now you may lose the foot stomp on this technique. Billy, come on in and grab. Okay, I may lose this because if I punch and knock him out of range, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. Okay, another way to do it, go ahead and grab, is do it with the foot stomp. So as he pins, or as I pin his hands, I'm going to scrape, stomp, punch, then come around, rake, buckle, elbow, and elbow. Okay, so I'm using that punch there to soften him up just a little bit. Okay, now let's use the heel palm and the punch to prefix this technique. Distract the guy, change his thought process. So Billy's going to grab. Okay, I'm going to take my left hand, I come over and I hit him on the head, and then I'm going to pin and punch all in one action. And then I'm going to come around, I'm going to rake and buckle, slip the elbows, and so forth. So I'm using both strikes, okay, a heel palm prefix and a punch prefix to soften him up a little bit. Let's do that again a little quicker. So he grabs, I'm going to heel palm, and punch, rake, elbow, and elbow. Okay, thanks, Billy. So there's a way that you can take mace of aggression. Use a couple of simple basics. A heel palm, I came over the top, hit the face. As I pinned, I launched a punch. Don't forget to scrape and stomp because it can still be in there as well. Rake the arms, elbow, and elbow. And you'll find that's an excellent way to loosen your opponent up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to give you another example. Now, we got a technique in yellow belt that's for a left flank headlock, okay? Where you tuck the chin, you check the arm here, you step in and you pinch, you pull the head out, step around, break, pin, forward bow punch, okay? Now, the idea here is that you move as the opponent attacks you. Now we're going to get in a situation here to where we're kind of caught by surprise, and perhaps he gets us down, gets us locked in first before we go through our reaction process and we have a chance to react. So Billy's going to come on in and be an attacker. Now we're going to do this technique, him coming from behind. Now he catches me by surprise and he pulls me down. So I have an uppercut punch. Go ahead and get a good grab here. And so as he starts to do this, okay, I'm going to use this uppercut punch, just swing it up, catch him in the head, and catch him in the bladder. Then I'm going to grab, check the knee, make the pinch, step around, break, pin, and do the punch, okay? So I use that uppercut punch to soften him up. You can do it both places, into the face or into the stomach, okay? Now let's look at it from a side view. Same situation. Go ahead, Billy. He applies the technique. I'm down. Hammer fist. Boom, hit the kidney. And then check, do the technique, loosen him up. So I prefix with a hammer there, okay? Let's look at another situation. Same problem here. He's got me down. I'm going to grab, I'm going to take the knee strike, then work the technique. Pin, take him down, and punch. There's three examples, okay? I used a punch, I used a knee thrust, I used a hammer fist. Let's use all three of them now. Okay, so you can use them in any order and so forth, but once again, the situation is the attacker's on top, he's got me down, I'm prefixing to soften him up a little bit, to distract him. So come on in, Billy. Okay, he's got me down, I punch, yes, a hammer, yes, knee, boom, and then I work my technique. Take him to the ground. Okay, thanks, Billy. those are basics. Right off my yellow belt card. Uppercut punch, hammer fist, okay? Knee strike. Put them in there. Use them to soften up your attacker, then do the technique. Now in the first two examples of prefixing, we showed you how adding moves to the beginning of the technique can help you get out of a bad situation, such as perhaps you weren't as prepared for the technique as you needed to be when the attack came. Now, this one's going to be just the opposite of that. I'm a little bit geared up here, and I'm going to prefix with a strike to help stop his momentum before I work the technique. So I see this guy coming in. Now, we learned a technique in the first belt where we block, punch, and back knuckle against a two-hand push, okay? Now, Billy, come on in. Now, what I want to show you here is just hold your arms out straight. Look how a front kick can check out the depth of the opponent, okay? See the distance of the kick when it makes contact. I've got half an arm's length here. So what happens is as Billy's coming in to push, I'm going to shoot the kick in to drive him back. Then I use this. I can use it as a rake, punch, and a back knuckle, okay? Let's look at that again. He comes in to push. I check him out, block. I'm using it. I'm actually raking the face here with this. Straighten him up with a punch, and then shoot the back knuckle. It doesn't mean I still can't catch the arms, okay? As he comes in, I'm going to kick and drop down on the arms this time. You may lose the solar plexus shot because the head is going to be lower, but that's okay. Drive it into the head. If the hands come up, shoot your back knuckle low and just change it. Thanks, Billy. Let's look at this without an attacker. So I'm geared up here. I know something's going to happen. The guy comes in. I use my kick to check out his depth. Drop in the block. If the arms aren't there, just strike with it. Punch and back knuckle. That's an interesting way to use a kick on the beginning of a technique, and it also teaches you how the kick can check out the depth of an incoming attack. Viewer questions or comments should be sent to Tim Bulot's Academy of Kenpo Karate, 3325 West Rochelle Road in Irving, or pick up the phone and give us a call at Metro 972-256-3969.